Fiore. And she's actually going to use the results of the studies on Italian, mathematics and English to look at something I think we are all wondering about, because a lot of the time at the end of our studies we are referring to, in political socialization, we're referring to the importance of schools opening their windows and doors to the community and to the parents to be more effective. But actually, we do not investigate that. So that's in our conclusions as a suggestion to policy. But I'm really very interested to hear if it's the case or not. But that's a good approach.
Okay. So good morning, I'm Brunella Fiore. I'm a researcher at the Department of Sociology in Milano-Bicocca, where I teach sociology of feminism, but I'm also an external evaluator of schools, and I'm very proud of this work because it is a fantastic work that I do occasionally, where I have the opportunity to see school by the mirror. But I'm also a parent member of the Council of Institute of My Children, that is a big school with 1,800 students, so I'm very lucky. And I'm very proud to be in this group of the council, because also because there are not sociologists, educators inside, so it's very interesting to have a different vision on the school. So I'm very lucky in this because I have a different perspective. So, as you can see from the presentation title, I'm going to speak about the opening of the school management and the school at the end to the territory. Here I briefly present all the topics that I will speak about during the talk. Firstly, I will present the aim of the contribution. I will offer you some theoretical framework. Then I will show you the hypotheses of my work. Then I will give you some element about the sample and the method. Finally, I use a path lateral analysis because I think it's the best method for this work. Toward the end, I will show you some results that are in progress, and for this reason I will be really very glad to share these results with you and have some suggestions from you. And then I will draw some first conclusion. I promise that I know that I have to do some other analysis, in particular to put in some coverages such as the socioeconomic status and the macro area, but we will see. So, about the aim of my work. I wanted to study the relationship between the degree of openness up to the territory of the school management and the parent pressure, first. Second, the results in the INVALSI test in Italian and mathematics. So my aim is to understand if the openness to one territory is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay? The social capital concept in this is a very important variable. This concept refers to the relational and then baggage that the subject, in this case the school management, the school principal, the school, managed to create in a given context, and that allows the principal to achieve results, the school, to achieve the results that would otherwise be impossible to achieve alone. The assumption is that a given territorial context is more or less rich in social capital depending on the level of involvement of individual or collective subject in the networks of the relationship. So networks are fundamental. Putman in particular defines the social capital as the trust. Yesterday we spoke a lot about trust. Roberto Ricci spoke about trust, Francesco Didatti spoke about trust. So it is very important, it is a very important variable to create, to build something with the school. So the trust, Batman, as I said, defines the social capital as the trust, the rules that regulate cohabitation, network of civic association, the element that improve the efficiency of the social organization. We have a regulation, a law, that is the DPR 275 built in 1999, that defines the form and the context of the autonomy and the school autonomy. But what these regulations say about what is an open school? What is an open school? This regulation provides the criteria in order to define what a school is when it is open. So these criteria are coordination with the territorial context, and enhancement of the school as an active community, able to involve interactions, to involve families and the local communities, including the third sector and the business. So this is the assumption of our regulation, of our law. And these are the research questions that guided my work. I wondered if it is true that openness to the territory is positive for the school in terms of school results and parents' relation. I wonder if this synergy is always a good thing. If this synergy between school and territory is a benefit. I'm not so sure. I wasn't so sure. In fact, could openness add complexity in achieving results? These are the questions. And furthermore, is there a relationship between the level of openness to the territory and the outcome of the INVALSI test? Okay? So I wrote these hypotheses, I defined these hypotheses. I have to say that I tried to simplify these hypotheses. In this way, I tried to make more understandable, putting the more. But I have some doubt about one of these hypotheses, and now I will show you why. So the first hypothesis is, the more the school is an easy school, and now I will explain what I mean by an easy school, the more the school experiment open. Second hypothesis, I'm still young. The more the school has parents' participation, the more the school experiment openness. So this is the second hypothesis. So I wonder if the participation have an impact on openness. I will show you what I mean by openness. The third hypothesis is, the more, now I watch this, the more the school experiment openness, the more the school shows higher performances in maths and reading. This is an hypothesis by I had great doubt about this, because all the literature on school effectiveness and school improvement says that there isn't a strong relation between context variable and results. So I put this hypothesis in this way, but the truth is that I would formulate it differently. Okay? The last hypothesis is, the more the school experiment openness, the more the school gets pressure from parents. So this is the graph representation of what I did. So the relation between these 5 latent variables and the direction of the row. So is the 5 latent variables that now we will see are easy school, being the easy school, the openness of the school, the parents' participation, not only parents, also external association and so on. The performances in Italian and mathematics, and the external pressure, parents first and then other pressure. Some elements about the sample and the method. I had 3 data sources: the school leader questionnaire, school principal questionnaire, that is the most important source, the school report of self-evaluation, that in Italian is the RAV, il RAV, rapporto di autovalutazione, and finally the INVALSI test in Italian and Maths. I used the data from the school here, 2016, 2017, only because, and not more recent data, because only in this year I had all these kind of questionnaire, or data set, sorry, not questionnaire, data set, because this is not a questionnaire. Schools are the data units. I want to clarify this. Schools are the data units. I collected in the end about 2,000 schools. 1,325 primary and secondary level school, and about 700 higher secondary school. So I used a latent path analysis. What is a path latent analysis? Shortly. Latent path analysis is used to examine an hypothesized structural relationship where the factor structure is concerned with the relationship between indicators, while the latent variables, between indicators and the latent variables, whereas the structural relationship concerns the links between the latent variables. Okay, so I shortly present these 5 latent variables. The core of my model is the openness. You see there, this is the main latent variables. Okay, it is the main latent variables. The indicators that create these latent variables, that is openness, are all these items that I, here in this column you can see the source, that is mainly the principal questionnaire, while some item from the RAV. So, which are the characteristics of this latent variable? In this latent variable are collected all the items that where we find action that are not mandatory for the school, but the school could do. For example, presenting the INVALSI test to parents or to other subjects outside the school. Or, for example, if the school participates in school networks, schools are not obliged to do this, but sometimes they do this, and this is, in my opinion, a demonstration of openness to the territory. Okay? So this is the main variable, latent variable. We have also an easy school. What I mean by being in an easy school, it means not having all these things. Students arriving at school late, unjustified absence, student disturbing in the classroom, act of bullying, including physical between students and so on, intimidation or insults to teacher and other students. So easy schools means that the school works in an easy context. We have also parents' participation, and these are the level of participation of parents in all the things that instead are mandatory for the school. For example, the assemblies or the vote, election for the council, and so on. We also in this latent variable, I collected the items from the principal questionnaire and also from the RAV. while by external pressure, I mean all these conditions that relieve some perception from the principal about the level of the pressure from parents and from other subjects. Okay? I don't show you, I put in my model all the 5 lattice variables. I don't show you we do not show the results, factor loadings or variance, just because if you want, you will see it. There are a lot of numbers in the paper. Instead, we present only the fit indices. As you can see in the figure, they are quite good. In fact, RMSEA is below 0.1, while CTI and TLI are over 0.1. So the model fit well. We can go on over. So I repeat, this is the structure of my model, and this we see the result. How we read these results? We need to concentrate on the sign, on the sides, and on the significance of this row. What we see is that, furthermore, we know that the clause that these results range between -1 and +1, and the more the value is near to -1 or +1, the more the relation is strong, while the more the value is near 0, the more the effect is small. Okay? In the end, in this model, is that we have that being an easy school does not seem to have an effect on the chance of the school to be more open. So working in an easy school doesn't mean to be more open for the school. We have a small effect, and it is not significant. We have also, instead, participation seems to have a great effect on the chance of the school to be open. It is a significant and large effect. You see 0.743, near to 1. And also, if you look at openness on pressure, we see that if the school is open, the school is also experiment with more frequency the pressure, the external pressure. Also in this case, we have significant value and a big value, a strong relation. Surprisingly, we have also that openness contribute to a moderate effect on performances. This is unexpected because the literature doesn't say this, not strongly. We have a moderate effect instead of openness on performances. Here we look briefly at the indirect effect. We see that still being an easy school doesn't seem to have an effect on openness, on performances, on pressure. This is quite interesting for me. And participation instead seems the indirect effect from participation to performances show a moderate effect on performances. You see the direction of the row. And also participation on pressure. This is quite unstable, is easily unstable. So in the end, I take again my conclusion, my hypothesis, and we draw the conclusion. So about the first hypothesis, the more the school is an easy school, the more the school experiment openness. According to this data, this is false. Second hypothesis, the more the school has parents' participation, the more the school experiment openness. This is true according to the data. The more the school experiment openness, the more the school show higher performance. This is middling true. It is true. And the more the school experiment openness, the more the school gets pressure from parents. This is easily understandable, okay? So, in conclusion, I want to remark that I have to do other analysis. I needed to put inside the ESES of the median average ESES of the school, and I want to do an analysis by macro area of the country, because we had strong differences in our country, and we need to do different analysis by the area of the country. Okay, thank you for your attention.